Happy Thursday to everybody. This was a silent live for the first 3 minutes, but I broke the silence. But I guess y'all probably hear the cars behind me, so I didn't really break the silence, but I was just taking in the sunset. I was gonna go later. I was gonna go live later on tonight, but I saw the sunset. I'm like, well, I'll go live for a short amount of time, and this thing went down so fast. But I'm still gonna probably go live later on. I had fun the last time I done a what I call a random devotional, where I got a devotional book over 200 pages, and I just let people pick a number and just randomly turn to that page and talk about whatever the devotional is. So I plan on doing that again tonight. Maybe do a little Bible trivia if anybody's interested. But I hope everybody's having a great Thursday. What is this, January the 29th, 2026? Appreciate National Park Princess, Todd Saw, Sports Car Ripping Teacher, B-Say, Nature Dog Rims, Adventure America, Creative Moments. Appreciate everybody stopping by. I hope you're having a great day. I'm trying to remember what I saw. Today is, what, National Puzzle Day, I think it was. And what else did I see it was? Yeah, there's definitely never a bad time to mention Jesus, that's for sure. National Corn Chip Day, there you go. Anybody like corn chips besides me? Betty the Berry. Todd is the Frito Bandito. Ay, 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 ay. I am the Frito Bandito. Hello to Dragon Puppets with Carter. Happy Thursday. Oh yeah, Fritos and bean dip is awesome. Corn chips with ranch dip. Y'all got me all kind of ideas. I'm a big fan of nacho chips, and salsa is probably my favorite thing to eat, but all that's good stuff too. Hello to Deku, who says beautiful view that rhymes with Deku. I appreciate you stopping by. Happy Thursday. Hope everybody's staying warm. I know it's pretty cold around the country. Hope everybody's staying warm. But most importantly, I pray that you're staying warm with your heart, being warm toward God, being warm toward each other. Um, it's supposed to get really cold here both Saturday and Sunday in the teens. So I know there's a lot of places colder, but that's super cold for this area. But we got like a 9 consecutive days of below freezing temperatures, which is super rare for this area. But I'm not complaining. That's part of the season, right? Fritos with Hormel chili, pour over them, then some grated cheese and onions. Y'all making me hungry. Who started this food talk anyhow? Oh yeah, Todd started it because he mentioned what today is. See, I just mentioned today's National Puzzle Day. I didn't set off anybody's stomach from growling on that one, but if y'all are hungry, blame Todd. Just kidding. I hate the blame game. That's one of my least favorite things in life is the blame game. Just having a little fun with Ty. 13 degrees in Michigan. Wow. 61 in California. It might have got into the 50s here. I'm not sure what the high here today was. I know the low this morning was 22, or at least when I looked at it, it was 22 this morning. I don't know if that was the low, but that's the lowest I've seen. M. Wills says it's 22 in North Carolina and snow is on the way. I like snow. It's rare for here. If I had to shovel it all the time like I see people do, I probably wouldn't like it as much. But just the pureness of snow, I love the whiteness. Wendy's has some good chili. Nature Dog Realms is having tacos. Never, people talk about Taco Thursday or Taco Tuesday, but taco every day. I'm all for some tacos. And like the more stuff on a taco, the merrier. Whatever you can fit, it's kind of like a pizza to me. Whatever, the more you can fit inside of it or on it, the better. I like when you can see the moon and the sun at the same time too. Uh-oh. YouTube is listening to us, guys. How do I know YouTube is listening to us? Look at the question they suggest. The question suggestion, do you like cilantro? Do y'all like cilantro? Or do you think it tastes like soap? Let me know in the comments. What does cilantro taste like according to you? Inquiring Mind wants to know. National Parks Princess likes cilantro. Todd loves cilantro. So we got a like and then we got a love. A little bit stronger there. So we got just a plain yes. I don't know if that's a like or a love. I guess it's a like since the question is like cilantro. I hear you be saying. It's something to me, see, since I don't see snow, it's rare for me. It brings out the kid in me. That's another thing I like. I like moments when it brings the kid out in you. It's all right to be a kid. In some ways, I ain't saying you should be childish and everything, but it's sometimes good for you. Valerie does not like cilantro. Valerie, get out. I'm just kidding, Valerie. We all got different taste buds, and I respect your taste buds. But good to see you, Valerie. Happy Thursday. I don't think I've ever told anybody to get out of my chat before, but that's the first. And I definitely didn't mean it. That was a joke. Overgrown kid forever. I'm stuck on you. Got this feeling down deep in my soul. Or Elvis sung "Stuck on You" too. A different "Stuck on You." I'm gonna stick like glue because I'm stuck on you. So Valerie, you said you didn't like cilantro. Does it taste like soap to you, or you just don't like it? Did you have a bad experience? I want to know the why behind you don't like cilantro. Uh-oh, Valerie is working on something for the spam challenge. Todd, has anybody took you up on your spam challenge yet? Has there been a Pop Tart spam combination besides Todd Saw? That's what I want to know. I don't think I'm going to participate. I could change my mind, but no offense, but not that you know of. I know Sock says he was going to do one, so hopefully we'll see that soon. So they served it a lot in Belize. Okay. You can't get burned out on stuff. Hey, Bisay, I'm glad you said that. Bisay said, I don't like cilantro either. It tastes like hay smells. Most time people say it tastes like hay or tastes like this or that. And then my question is, when did you eat hay? When was you out grazing in the pasture? Peanut butter and egg taco. All right, get out. I ain't even said hello. I ain't even said hello to Yoda yet, and I already told him to get out. That sounds kind of rough. But I hope you're doing well, Yoda. Happy Thursday. Good to see you. So this is just a random live stream. I just seen a cool sunset. Wanted to share it. Didn't really have anything to talk about. Later on, I will. I'm planning on going live a little bit later on and doing some devotionals and maybe some Bible trivia. We'll see, but hello to Hammy and Son. I appreciate you stopping by. Happy Thursday. Haven't seen Hammy in a while, so always good to see Hammy. He's going to say something about is that a buck or something. I'm going to call it before he says it. He's going to ask, is that a buck out in the woods? And if so, I don't see it because it's pretty dark. But we're accumulating people that served in the military up in the chat tonight. I appreciate all of y'all that served in the military. It means a lot. I've done a video of a baseball player who served in the military. Uh, he was a rookie. I'll go ahead and give a little sneak preview. He was a rookie in 1951 in Major League Baseball. All right, get this. He has a great year as a rookie in '51, and he goes to Vietnam in '52. And I'll just leave it at that because watch the video. But it's called Autobiography, my episode number 11, where I talk about, I give a brief biography and show an autograph of somebody in my collection. So tonight I showed somebody that served in the Army during the Korean War. The real heroes, athletes get labeled as heroes sometimes, but the real heroes are those that served in the military. So shout out to all of y'all that served this country. I hate soap. It tastes like cilantro. Yesterday I was just reading a Bible verse in Genesis that talked about God give us the sun, which just went down, by day. We got a daylight, you know, and then by night he gives us a night light, the moon. So what do I get out of all that? God don't want you to be in the dark. So that's why I want to, share some scripture tonight, share a devotional. So later on I'll be going live. I'm not sure the time yet, probably pretty soon, but anybody and everybody's welcome to come listen and put a number in the chat of, and I'm going to randomly pick a page number according to your number you suggest. 7 degrees where Val is. Wow. It's gonna get down to the teens here, but not single digits. Hello to traveling Whitcombs. Sorry. Hope you're having a great Thursday. One of my favorite. We was talking about food, but now I'm getting off the subject of food. One of my favorite things to look at. I love sunrises and sunsets, of course, but clouds. I could just look at clouds. I could stare at clouds all day and just watch formations of clouds. And you're playing, boss. I hope you don't drop anything because I'm right under him. What if he threw his Pepsi bottle out? I'd be in trouble, guys. The sports car ripping teacher is a fan of cilantro. That's good. Yeah, sunsets are awesome, but when the clouds get involved, it makes it a lot better. As long as they don't cover up the sunset, of course. Yeah, I was trying to figure out where you were coming from on that statement. I mean, if there's any way, to make sunsets and sunrise get closer to you without you getting closer to them, I'm all for it. Somebody said Barry is live, and that is true. This is not AI. This is Barry live and on the scene of a sunset. I appreciate everybody that stopped by tonight. I won't be on much longer because I'm going to go live a little bit later. But I appreciate Aries World stopping by. I hope you're having a great Thursday with the family. I'm not gonna bash on AI, but I'm not a big fan. This ain't bashing on people that use it. I've used a few of them, but I like real. You know what I'm saying? I like the real. Sunset, sunrises, moon rises. Hello to Alice Knows. Alice Knows. Who is chiming in from California? Hello to California. Hello to Canada. Happy Thursday to Biz. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope everybody's staying warm. I know various temperatures around the country, around the world. Happy Thursday to Clean Cheap Shots, Drew. I appreciate you stopping by. Drew's a big fan of the outdoors. Y'all go check out his channel, Clean Cheap Shots. He just done a giveaway, which is really cool. But he done a video. He suggested people give their Rushmore of baseball players from their home state. If you haven't watched those videos, go check them out. I really enjoyed watching those videos. Hello to Nicole. Happy Thursday. Appreciate you stopping by. And if I've missed anybody, happy Thursday to you. Yoda said, "Can I come back?" I was just kidding, Yoda. It was a joke. I don't like, that's the reason I don't like the joke. I do like the joke, but the reason I don't like the joke is because if somebody takes me serious, there's a time to be serious and a time to joke, and I don't want to confuse the two. And I hope Yoda's joking. I hope he didn't leave. But I think Yoda knows who I am. He understands me, I guess. He kind of gets me, you know, little insane in the membrane. Clean Cheap Shots, Drew. I don't know if you know Aries World that's in the chat, but he's a Nebraska fan as well. I know there's scattered through YouTube. There's different people that like Nebraska Cornhuskers, who are having a great basketball season. I think they just lost their first game, but Aries World, I don't know if you know Clean Cheap Shots, but he's a Nebraska fan as well. Aries World, the one that's like two comments or one comment above you there, Clean Cheap Shots. But Aries World, go check out Clean Cheap Shots, and Clean Cheap Shots, go check out Aries World. Both great channels. Enjoy watching them both. Always good to see all of y'all. Aries World lives in, well, I guess I could let him answer, but he lives in Iowa, Drew. I'll let the Nebraska people explain what a Cornhusker is. I know what it is to me. I'm a Cornhusker and I live in Alabama. I love to husk some corn and then eat it on the cob. Yeah, I posted episode number 11 of Autobiography earlier. A guy that served during the Korean War. Go check him out. Those are the real heroes to me. I mean, I like baseball players, and some our sports athletes are heroes in different kinds of ways, but the real heroes are the ones that served our country. And I didn't really get into his, military story, but pretty much he got injured. He got injured during the military, and that kind of affected the rest of his Major League Baseball career. But I won't talk about him since you can watch the video. I think it's 10 minutes long. Monty Kiffin. That's Lane Kiffin's dad. I'm very familiar with Lane Kiffin since I live in Alabama. Yeah, it was an awesome sunset. It really was even cooler before I started recording. So we had the sun, we got the moon, and we got a planet right under the moon. I'm not sure which planet that is, but moon, planet, and then airplane. Free Spirit 81 says, have a beautiful evening, Barry. And you too, Nicole. I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate everybody that stopped by. It means a lot. Like it's getting cold here, but y'all warm my heart. It makes me smile every time anybody stops by. It means a lot. Uh, I have very few trolls or people coming in with bad comments, and y'all are very supportive. So kudos, uh, compliments to y'all. It means a lot. I enjoy talking to y'all. Like I said, it makes me smile. It warms my heart. And Valerie says her heart is warm, but her hands and feet are cold. Sometimes they say warm hands, warm heart, but Valerie just said that statement is not true. That's what I get out of it. For anybody that's just coming in, the question of the night, I didn't have a thought. I just come to show a sunset, so I didn't have a subject to talk about really. But YouTube suggested to y'all and to me, do you like cilantro? That's the question of the night. For those of you that haven't answered yet, put it in the comments. Do you like cilantro? If you do, why do you like it? And if you don't, do you not like it because you think it tastes like soap? That's what the inquiring minds of YouTube want to know. Hello to Calvin, the Boston Terrierist. Uh, you had cilantro and chili. I don't think I've ever had cilantro and chili. That's interesting. No package here, Todd. And you never know with the mail, you know. It's unpredictable. I I showed it in one of my videos, but John, the autograph fisherman, had sent me some stuff. He sent in a plain white envelope, but when it got to me, it was a it was a plain white envelope, and that's all it was. That's all it was. That thing was abused. Now I like cilantro and salsa, BC. I'm going to have to disagree with that statement. Yoda cannot stand kale. Why not, Yoda? What has kale ever done to you? I love some kale. I love all them greens. Yeah, I'll take his kale too. I love some collards, turnips, kale, spinach, all that green stuff. Here we go. We done made a full circle. We done made it back to food again. I was trying to get off the food subject. I'm out here, away from the refrigerator, and It's something about when I get away from the refrigerator, people start talking about food. It's kind of like it's kind of like last night I was in a live stream and I had done settled in for a long winter's nap. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I had done settled in for a long winter's nap. It was all wrapped up. You know, when you get all wrapped up like a burrito, you don't want to get up out of the bed. So I was in that. I was there, and then the live stream I was at started showing pictures of food. That's an error right there. When people start showing food and it's, you know, it's just, it was wrong. I'm not sure what the temperature is, Jeff. It was in the 50s earlier, but the sun done went down, so I'm imagining in the 40s. It's headed for the 20s, maybe the high teens, but right now I'm guessing either low 40s or high 30s. Kale salad with pine nuts. Never tried that, but I like pine nuts in salads for sure. Somebody said parsley is good. I like Brad Parsley. Y'all know him, the singer, the country singer Brad Parsley. 16 degrees. Oh yeah, another hint, Jeff. I dropped a video today, and the baseball player that I show, the one that I've already talked about, he served in the army during the Korean War. He's from Rhode Island. I guess Todd has already seen the video because he just said what I just said. Yeah, it's definitely Brad Paisley. I was just being me. National Parks Princess has an orange tree. That's awesome. So I'm feeling that since she's the California orange, what do y'all think is better, the Florida orange or the California orange? Or do y'all think they're equivalent? I like to throw out a big word every once in a while to make people think that there are smart people in Alabama. The orange picked from a tree, any tree is best. What's y'all's favorite kind of orange? I know there's several varieties of oranges. Do y'all have a favorite kind of orange? And what kind of orange tree is it? National Parks Princess. I mean, I like the tangerines, but I like them all. Tangelos. Cuties are good. Yes, cuties. Cuties are cute. They're cute and they're great. Navel oranges are good. I mean, they're all good. I like all the oranges. Now, here's a question since we're on citrus fruit. Bacon oranges. I've never heard of bacon oranges. You'll have to show us what that is. But I've never known anybody to prefer white grapefruit over pink grapefruit. Does anybody out there like white grapefruit over pink grapefruit? I'm not that guy. I like pink. I don't really like either one a lot, but I prefer pink grapefruit over white grapefruit. Chet Nichols, that's his name. That's right. His dad was Chet Nichols. He's Chet Nichols Jr. His dad was Chet Nichols Sr., of course, and his dad, Chet Nichols Sr., played baseball as well. Speaking of grapefruit, Grapefruit League baseball is almost here. I know some of y'all are baseball fans. Pitchers and catchers will be reporting soon. I'm looking forward to a new season. Uh, it's going to be a tough season for me because I've always had my dad to watch baseball with. And I talk about this all the time. He's the reason that I like, sports and baseball, and especially the Houston Astros. Uh, so it's gonna be different, not having him to talk about the Astros with. And Clean Cheap Shots made me think of my dad because my dad is the one that introduced me to sugar on top of grapefruit because I didn't like grapefruit. It was bitter to me as a kid. I was like, I don't like this. And then my dad would put like the song says, a spoonful of sugar. It says helps the medicine go down, but a spoonful of sugar helps the grapefruit go down. Sugar on tomatoes. I'm supposed to kick all of y'all out of here. I'll tell you something that sugar probably enhances more than anything in my mind. Sugar in coleslaw. Salt and pepper on tomatoes. You're talking there. Salt on lemons. What in the world? I've never heard of sugar on tomatoes, but I guess it's a common thing. Of two people in my little chat room is talking about the same thing. I guess it's more common than I know of. Salt on watermelon. I get that, Troy. Hey, not everybody talk at the same time. I can't read too fast. I'm just a simple kind of man. Just kidding. I appreciate y'all chatting. It's awesome. I love interaction among people. It's awesome. I love when people talk to people. That's what it's all about. It's cold, right? But we're not supposed to give each other the cold shoulder. We're supposed to communicate. Hey, how are you doing? I hope you're having a great day. Encourage one another, build each other up, not tear each other down. Keep up the good work, guys. And as you talk to each other, we find out more about each other, and that's what's awesome about community. Pecan salt on watermelon is so good. I'll just take your word for it because I've never tried pecan salt on anything. I don't even think I knew that pecan salt existed. Do they have that at the $1.25 tree? I seen, Nature Dog Realms was at the $1.25 tree earlier. So I'm wondering if you can buy pecan salt from the $1.25 tree. And where do you get it from, Nature Dog? Seems like I'm not the only one that's never heard of pecan salt. Her brother makes it. Interesting. Nature Dog Realms, can you share with the chat that don't know what you like on your eggs? If you're all right with that. I wonder what other people's thoughts on this is. $1.50 tree. Yeah, it's gone up here too. I just haven't updated my label of Dollar Tree. I feel like they should change their name because it says on the sign Dollar Tree, but I don't think anything in there's a dollar or very little. So it's false advertising. But I feel like if they did change their name, on the sign, that costs money for them to do that, and they'd have to do it all across the world or wherever their locations are, and that would cause the prices to go up more. So I'm all right with it being called the Dollar Tree. That's just my take on it. Y'all see that peanut butter on eggs? Does anybody like peanut butter on eggs? All right, guys, I don't normally ask for likes. That's totally optional and up to you, and it still is. But my favorite number is 23, and I'm seeing 22 in the chat, 22 likes in the chat. So if somebody that hasn't hit the like, make it 23, and somebody make it go to 23. It's all I ask. Peanut butter sandwiches and chili. Y'all know that saying, I've heard it all. I haven't heard it all, but I'm getting there. The more I talk to y'all, I'm getting to that point where I've heard it all. Oh, you see 23 on your side? Okay. I just see 22, which I'm all right with 22. I like 22. It's a palindrome, which I think palindromes are just, letters and words, but to me, I apply it to anything that's the same forward and backwards. Oh, there you go. Nature Doll Realms. You done inspired somebody else to eat peanut butter on eggs. Okay, Drew, I appreciate you stopping by. Enjoy watching your videos and channel. Go Cornhuskers unless they play Auburn. Yeah, Emmett Smith. I know all about Emmett Smith. He played football less than an hour away from me, so I'm familiar with Emmett Smith. Chili over the cinnamon rolls. What? Where's this conversation going? Hello to West Country Mudlarks. Happy whatever day it is, Thursday or Friday. Appreciate you stopping by. I'm ready. I'm ready, Drew. Go for it. I love some trivia. I can't promise y'all get it right, but I can promise y'all go down swinging. What's the most Alabama food? That's a good question. Ty says you people have got to be making this stuff up. They are making it up, Ty, just like you made up the Pop Tarts and spam. This person hit a home run and is only at bat in 1998. Oh man, only at bat. That's a good question. I got one for you. While you're asking me one, Drew. Uh, what player from Nebraska What player from Nebraska homered in his last major league at bat? How about that one? What player from Nebraska homered in his last major league at bat? And I don't think I'm going to be able to answer your question. Only at bat for his career. Oh, see, you answered my question. I don't have no clue for yours. But yeah, it's Greg Olson. War Eagle. I'm drawing a blank on that question though. Only at bat and he homered. For real, it's the same answer? All right, sports car ripping teacher. I appreciate you stopping by. See, I wasn't 100% sure that was Greg Olson's only at bat. But that's a great question. Man, he pitched with a lot of teams. Was it with the Diamondbacks that he hit the home run? I'm trying to remember. I think it was the Diamondbacks. But he pitched for my Astros. He pitched with a lot of different teams. But anybody that beats out Ken Griffey Jr. for Rookie of the Year must have been pretty good. All right, card farmer. Have a great night. Stay warm. Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate everybody that stopped by tonight. I'm fixing to go to. The reason I came down here is done its thing. Mr. Sun. I started to say Clean Cheap Shots is a fun guy. Y'all go check him out. But if I was to say that, like fun guy, the National Parks Princess would be thinking that I'm talking about mushrooms. A nice dessert. Yeah, you never know where White Thing is, that's for sure. The temperature is definitely dropped. I don't know what the temperature is here, but I know it's dropped a lot since the sun's gone down because my hand, y'all know how like when your hands start getting, like it starts getting to the bone a little bit, the cold gets to the bone. I got that going on. All right, who sung, since y'all talking about songs, who sung Wild Thing originally? The song Wild Thing, You Make My Heart Sing. Not White Thing, but Wild Thing, You Make My Heart. Who sung it originally? Since we're talking about music and trivia, put the two together. Anybody know which planet that is right up under the moon? Todd should know that. Todd's looking it up. Jupiter? Okay. I'm your Venus. When the moon hits the sky like a big piece of pie, hey, that's amore. Valerie Reese, first one I seen that got it, the Trogs. The Trogs. So that's interesting, Aries. Pecan smoked salt is a real gourmet product typically made by cold smoking sea salt over Texas pecan wood to add a rich, sweet, and nutty flavor to foods. It is used as a versatile seasoning. Not just any seasoning, but a versatile seasoning. Can y'all believe that January is almost gone? I mean, I already knew time is flying because it is, but it seems like it's just getting faster and faster. Man, it seems like we just started the new year and just got a couple of days left in January. A low of -1. Wow. The lowest temperature I've ever experienced in all my life is one plus one. It was one Christmas night. It was +1 degrees. I remember that when I was a kid. Hey, don't speed up the time more, National Parks Princess. It's already going by too fast. I'm actually a fan of the winter. There's things that I don't like about winter, of course, like, but you can do that with any season. Have you ever been lost, National Parks Princess? I ain't talking about like Todd. One of Todd's live streams, he was lost out on the road driving. I ain't talking about driving. I'm talking about just being out in the woods and don't know your sense of direction, like, which I guess we got the technology now that kind of has changed that, but that's a bad feeling. One vacation in Tennessee, went hiking and went down like a trail, and I lost my sense of direction. I didn't know where I was, and it's not a good feeling, especially like when you're in Tennessee. Like, they're known for their bears, and I seen like a hornet's nest. I mean, it's like all kind of things. It's like, but it turned out being a good day. It was awkward being lost for a while there. But if you follow the sun, you find the sun, it'll help you out. And that's what I wound up doing. Yeah, this was a long time ago. This was before the technological advancements. Yeah, I'm horrible on sense of direction as well. Adventure America says, never follow my truck GPS. You will end up on a horse pasture. So if you want to go to a horse pasture, just listen to your GPS. Jeff got lost. But you eventually got found because here you are. Which me saying that, all right, so you can learn from people of all ages, right? And I remember being a kid in elementary school, and I had a kid that was like several years younger than me. He was saying things that was smarter than his age. I mean, but anyhow, he spoke to me, and I was taking it all in. And he says, remember this. He says, wherever you go, there you are. And man, I've remembered that ever since. That was deep thoughts by Jack Handy. But I remember him saying that like it was yesterday. That's been a long time ago. Wherever you go, there you are. The Bruins are winning 2-0. A horse pasture in Idaho. I don't know much about Idaho. I know about Boise. I know they have potatoes. His name, what was his name? It wasn't Sheldon. He, now I'm going to be thinking about that the rest of the night, Todd, about what that kid's name was. His name was Ben. His name was Ben. It just came back to me, Ben. So shout out to Ben wherever you are out there. I remember that like it was yesterday.